All right, everyone. Welcome to another exciting edition of Synergy Wellness Wednesday. I am your host, Alex Zito, and I have a fun show for you today. We are going to be talking all about the BioTransducers, both the Crystal Wave model, which this happens to be the older Crystal Wave model in gray. The new one is black, and the professional model here in all carbon fiber. I love this bad boy right here. Before I get into the nuts and bolts of these amazing devices, let me start with a few announcements here. We have all kinds of fun stuff coming up for you. Lots of education coming your way by all kinds of different people, which is really, really exciting for me because I get to host a couple of them. I get to watch a few of them, and I always get to learn from our new speakers and the existing speakers who have new things to bring to the table each time they come to our stages. So I'm super excited for that. For all of you who participated in our practitioner webinar featuring the Biotechna last weekend in February here. That was fantastic. Thank you so much for those amazing insights on this technology that really can show you what is happening in your body on paper instead of just that feeling, which we all know is incredible. And for those of you who don't, please get in contact with us. This thing, once you get it on your body, will absolutely change the game for your health. I know it. I've lived it. It's fantastic. So if you haven't gotten a chance to, please let us know where you are in the country, in the world, and we will see if we can set that up or at least talk you through what is inside these devices, or you can go back and watch any of these podcasts because they are really, really educational in terms of the technology and what it brings to you. So thank you guys for participating in that amazing practitioner webinar. Our next one coming up is February 21st. That's going to be hosted by me, and I get to be joined by the mavens in the space, Mr. Scott Tennant, the CEO of Synergy, and Danielle Palmer, who is just a wonder at using these devices on people. She has tens of thousands of hours of hands-on experience with these devices. So it's always a blessing to hear from her. So I'm super excited about that. We're going to be doing about 2 to 3 hours on that one. So if you're crunched for time, really want a dense amount of education, that is really a great place to start. We're going to be giving you guys a lot of information, kind of drinking out of a fire hose type of deal, where you can absorb it, you can replay it. And we're also going to be talking a little bit about our 2-day event in March, which is a lot more in depth. Obviously, it's 2 whole days. It is hands-on. So if you can make it March 7th and 8th in person, I highly recommend that because we are going to be doing a lot of audience demos. We're going to be showing you how to actually use these devices by yourself or with another person so that you can take care of whatever it is that is hurting you. If you've had that shoulder pain for a long time and you want to really know how to get in there, this is the event for you. If you have something on your back, your knee, all the common ones, the uncommon ones, it's your chance to ask questions, get those answers, and see in real time how to handle those issues with these devices. So it's not just theory. It's not just going over the technology. It is real. It is hands-on. It's going to be great for device owners who already have their thing, but have only been sticking to the basics and want to learn how to use it more, for practitioners who want to be able to use it in clinic and really get the best results, and for people who are still on the fence who don't have a device yet. That is where I think it is going to really shine, because you're going to see all of the different ways that the biomodulator, the biotransducer, all the accessories can be used, so that you, when you get that package and you unbox it and you're just smiling from ear to ear, you can really get it in your hands and put it on your body, or help somebody else that you know needs help, who has been in pain for a long time. Get them out of pain finally with these incredible energy devices. And right after that, the weekend after that as well, we have a 3-day course that is hosted by Danielle Palmer and Natalie Sakamoto, who is her partner in crime, so, shall we say. And they are going to put on a fantastic show for practitioners, clinics, anyone who is thinking about opening one of those. And we are going to send out all the details on that, how you can participate. And it's a really great deal, because if you buy the practitioner course that Danielle put out, you're going to be able to go to the 3-day event as well. And vice versa. So we're going to put all that information out. The 7th and 8th, the March 7th and 8th event is a paid event. It is going to be $450 for those who do not have a biomodulator device. However, that being said, that $450 will go towards store credit for any Synergy devices that you might happen to want to get after the fact. So it's a really great deal. It's essentially costing you nothing if you decide to parlay that into a device. And we'll probably have some specials to go along with that as well. So you're getting the ticket, the device, and the store credit all bundled in there, so at a great deal. And you're going to get to absorb all that information before you even have the device in your hands. Or if you're looking to upgrade, or you already have a device, it's going to be free for you to join, because it's included in your package when you purchase that. And it's really great. Like I said, I highly recommend you showing up in person in Dallas or the Dallas area if you can, because we're going to really be getting in there hands-on. And if you want to have that experience, it's going to be phenomenal. But I understand if you can't, we're going to be streaming it live as well, so you can tune in wherever you happen to be all over the earth. All right, now that is out of the way, let's talk about our BioTransducers, because at those events, we're going to be focused mainly on the biomodulator here, because that is the heart of everything. That is what makes everything tick. That is the brains of the organization, and we want to get that on skin whenever we can. However, we know that is not always possible. We know that there are situations and places on the body that are maybe sensitive, or that cannot have a physical stimulation. Because it's an open wound, or it's near the eye, not in the eye, near the eye. We don't want to have a physical stimulation in certain areas. And sometimes, like my son, he recently broke his wrist and he was in a cast, so he couldn't get that physical stimulation on that point, but I wanted to give him therapy anyway. So this is a great tool for that, because not only is it touchless, not only does it not have to touch the body in order to get the therapy, it goes through things. So it's not just like, if you have like my hand here, I can point it at my hand, and obviously it's going right there. You can see the red light a little bit here. It's going right there. However, if I'm wearing something and I'm in a public situation, or I just don't want to take my clothes off, or it's hard to reach around, it goes right through the clothes. It goes right through a cast. It goes really right through a wall. And I will show you why in a little bit, based on the technology that is in these things, which is super incredible. So let's start with the basics here. So both of these devices are attachments to the biomodulator. The Pro model here can be used on its own, while the Crystal Wave model can only be powered via the biomodulator. Now you'll see at the tip here, I have this one on. I have both of them on just for demonstration purposes. They are they're both using the same frequency right now. It's kind of hard to show on the camera, but as you can see, they're both red. That red light is to show you what's going on, and it also has some therapeutic value. It is a 660 nanometer red light, which you can look it up. I'm not really able to go into all the details on 660 nanometer light, but if you look it up, there's all kinds of therapeutic benefits that have been shown in studies. That type of light is designed to go deeper into your system. It penetrates deep down so that it can get into the areas where you need it most. It is not surface level, which is why we added the blue light here in the Pro model. This is much more, it's shallow. It doesn't penetrate as deeply as the red light does. It is great for surface level concerns. Again, it's 465 nanometer blue light, not the harmful screen blue light that we're told to avoid and all that. We made sure that it is a therapeutic form of the blue light, and I highly recommend you looking up the studies. There are all kinds of things that show the benefits of that 465 nanometer blue light in topical applications for the most part, although there are other things that it has been shown to do. Please look at those studies if you're interested in the benefits of both. So that is the light application there, which is great on its own. And it's amazing that these devices have that in there, but it goes a step deeper. It also uses PEMF, and that in energy circles is getting pretty common these days. There's a lot of devices that have PEMF, pulsed electromagnetic field therapy, in them. There's mats, there's beds, there's other handheld devices that use this PEMF, and the benefits of the PEMF are tremendous. There's studies on all kinds of stuff from bone therapy to skin level things to blood things, all kinds of stuff for PEMF. The PEMF that is being put out by the BioTransducer is very, very low. It's very safe. It is the result of being connected to the biomodulator. The biomodulator sends the amazing frequencies that we know and love from this device through the wire into the BioTransducer to power the coils that are inside that really make the magic happen in the touchless application. And the way that they are set up produces that pulsed electromagnetic field to send out in a very, very small way, but your cells, I don't know if you know this, but they're working all the time. We don't feel them working. They don't need an abundance of energy to get things going. In order to speak their language, they just need a very subtle whisper, and they can soak that up and really get energized in many different ways. So that's why, even though it's not a high level of PEMF, it is really highly absorbable by your cells and able to rejuvenate things, get you out of pain in a way that is on top of what the physical application via the biomodulator would do. So that is another amazing piece of the BioTransducer. So we have the light, we have the PEMF, and we have really what we love the biomodulator for, which is scalar energy. Now, scalar energy is a bit of an amorphous concept, so let me break it down as simply as I can. Scalar energy is waveless energy. It is the result of in these devices, it's created by several different ways, but in these devices, in order to cancel out the waveform and leave that pure scalar energy, which is why it's able to go through things, because it cancels out the waveform by having two coils. It's proprietary technology, but this is the basics of it. Two coils in here in opposite orientation, having the same frequency sent down it by the biomodulator. As they travel through these opposite orientations around an amazing crystal, thus the name crystal wave, it cancels out that waveform and leaves pure energy to come out of the end of this. And that pure energy is God's energy. It's your innate energy. It's the innate energy of the earth, the toroidal field from the North Pole to the South Pole. It's what is naturally designed to rejuvenate our bodies. And that is how we are. If you go grounding, you go stick your toes in the sand, you go walk around in the dirt or the grass, that you are soaking up that scalar energy from the earth. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm here in the Northeast, just outside of New York City, and the ground has been covered in snow for the past several weeks. I haven't been able to stick my toes in much dirt. So I use this to amplify that. This is like a concentrated form of grounding, of scalar. It is powered. It is sending that scalar energy in a powered form into your body, so that where grounding might take an hour, 2 hours to really feel anything, this can do it in 5 minutes because it is powered, and already the signal that you're getting out of your biomodulator is as biocompatible as possible. So that is now going through and in a scalar energy fashion being sent into your body, which is amazing. The technology that is in both of these are both manufactured by the same company in Dallas that manufactures our biomodulators as well. Highest standards for all of these. Again, this one is now black, and I'm going to have an amazing deal on this. So stick around. I'm about to get to that as well. Very similar architecture inside. This one obviously is larger, made of all carbon fiber. It's got a sapphire glass diffuser at the end, and it also has the powered red and blue lights at the end. So more scalar coming through this one, faster results. However, this one I love. It's lightweight, it's compact, and I have this one pointed at me all the time when I'm working, when I don't have the ability to hold, say, my hand grips and foot plates, which is a total body recharge with the electrodes. If you want more information on any of this that I'm talking about, I know I'm speaking quite quickly on these things because there's so much that go into these devices. So if you want any more information, please call into us, set up an appointment, 10-15 minutes. We can walk you through everything and figure out which one is best for you. But I love both of these devices. They are incredible. I'm very sensitive to this kind of thing. So anytime right now, I don't even have them pointed at me. I'm pointing them the other way because I'm so sensitive to these things. If I have both of them pointed at me, I'm going to be really amped up even more than I am right now. And which is why I love these things so much. Some people are a little less sensitive to it. They might not feel it as much. This is the only attachment of the biomodulator where you're able to crank it all the way up to the max if you desire. You don't have to put it at 250, which is the maximum power level of your biomodulator for this, but you can, and make sure that it is plugged into your body biomodulator before you do that, because this little guy right here on the back is going to be powered if nothing is plugged into your 4-pin port here. So you might get a shock if you crank it up to 250 before you plug it in. So just make sure it's plugged in, and then you can crank it up as comfortable as you want it, all the way up to the max if you so desire. And all of the biomodulator frequency sets are incredible to use with this. You can play around with them, see which one is best for your current situation. If you're in systemic pain, 10/8's a great one to just have blasting at you. If you just want that total body wellness recharge kind of thing, you're going to be in infinity or VA step. If you want a little bit more energy, I love solfeggio. Those are higher frequency sets, harmonic notes, really, really great. If you want that grounding, the supercharged grounding 783 harmonics, which is the natural resonance of the earth. That is great for that. So play around with it, see what you like, see what doesn't really resonate, for lack of a better term, no pun intended, with you on these, and you will get the best out of your biotransducers. So that is really the BioTransducer in a nutshell. I love these devices. I love having my smaller one here, and I love having the big daddy right here. This thing is just amazing. Solid carbon fiber, the sapphire on the end, really, really solid and well made. I really love what they did with that device. And if you haven't experienced this, please call into us, see what we can do for you. And right now, like I said, this black version of this Crystal Wave, we are having a sale on that. If you are ready for an upgrade of your biomodulator, you're thinking about maybe taking the leap into a Crystal Wave or a Pro, we already have amazing bundled deals. We have this one bundled with the biomodulator. It's already at probably around 10% off. We're going to do an extra $1,000 off of the packages with the Crystal Wave 3. That's the black version of this. Any package with a biomodulator and a Crystal Wave 3 slash $1,000 off of the price that you see on the website, and that is going to be your price. We love this device. We want to get it into as many people's hands as possible, and that this model is really, this is where I got my start. This is something, if you're on the fence, cutting that $1,000 off makes the incremental bump from whatever biomodulator you're choosing a no-brainer to me. And we want to make it a no-brainer to you. So call in, see how we can get you this device with your biomodulator for $1,000 off. We almost never offer $1,000 off, and I don't know if we're ever going to do this again. And it really is a tremendous device. We have all kinds of education on our education portal that comes with the package purchase. We're going to be showing you all kinds of ways to use your biomodulator, to use your biotransducer, to use all the accessories. So please contact us if you have been on the fence and you're thinking about the Crystal Wave 3. Now is the time to get it. It's not going to get better than this for the Crystal Wave 3, at least for a long, long time. I don't think ever. If it was me, this is the time that I would be buying the Crystal Wave 3. And if you have any questions on how these work in more depth, please set a Calendly appointment with me, with one of our other amazing advisors who have been doing this for decades. They would be happy to answer any of your questions. And if you can, join us in the February 21st webinar. We're going to pack that full of education. Or if you can join in person, online, whatever the case may be, March 7th and 8th in the Dallas area, or like I said, online from anywhere, we are going to have all kinds of amazing speakers. We're calling this Biomodulator 101 because we're going to be showing you how to get this as well as all the accessories on your body for maximum therapy. We're going to answer your questions. We're going to have all kinds of speakers that are talking about other things as well that complement the voltage in your body so that you have the best health you have ever had in 2026 and beyond. I don't care what age you are. I don't care if you have a device or not. This is going to be an amazing amount of education and value to you, and hopefully to other people that you know as well who have been in a chronic state for so long and have tried everything and have not yet experienced this incredible device, which changed my life, thousands of others over the past 20 plus years. And we want to do the same for you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another amazing Wellness Wednesday. We have a lot more stuff coming for you. So sign up. We're going to post the links of the webinar on the 21st. We're going to post the links for the Foundation of Health Summit Biomodulator 101 and the Practitioner Summits coming up in March. And anytime, anywhere, please contact us, email, phone, Calendly appointments, anything, and we would be happy to assist. Thank you, guys. We will see you next week for another incredible Wellness Wednesday. Have a great week, everybody. Enjoy your long weekend, too, if you have one. Take care, everybody.